mean, you never hear someone say, I'm only human after they rescue a kid from a burning building. Thanks for the ride.
You bet. Hey, Leland? There's something I wanted to tell you about Becky. You know the reason she's in that probation school, right?
Yeah, she told me she messed up.
You didn't ask how?
I figured she'd tell me if it was important.
It was drug stuff. Listen, I don't want to tell you anything you don't want to hear.
No, you can tell me. You can tell me.
She kind of fell in with this guy. This older guy, Kevin. I don't know, he's like 20. He's a drug dealer. She ran away with him for a while last year, and it got really, really messy. Mrs. Pollard had to go pull her out of there. But
What?
Kevin got out of jail today.
Mrs. Pollard, the receipt will take a minute, so I'll go ahead and bring her around.
What's the damage?
I didn't even look. I just signed. What's today, the date today?
It's the 24th.
Julia's running right up against the ASU deadline. You sent yours in already, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's still not sure, you know? Or, I don't know. Maybe she just wants to make sure it's the best place for her.
I saw you the other night, the way you were holding her, the way you look at her even when she's asleep. Take care of Julie for me. I can't lose her, too. She's all I have left.
Look at that sunshine. I don't even remember what it feels like. What did you do to get in here? Wrong place, wrong time. That's against the law? If you're a 17-year-old black dude with an old school Dr. J. Fro, it is. See you in class, devil boy. Long live Satan.
Hey, pick up. Pearlie. Come on, I know you're sitting there with a bottle of wine watching basketball. I can see you. Okay, fine. I miss you. And I want to see you again already. And I was thinking, you know, since I'm stuck here, maybe you could come out and visit. I know it wasn't part of the plan, but...
All right, could you check on the name Martin Angle? Okay, one second. Could you check David Stith, S-T-I-T-H? I'm sorry, there's just one more. Edgar Pinkerton? You do? Okay, could you tell me the room number that Mr... No, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Is there a bar in the hotel? Hi. Excuse me? Yeah, they won't let me get a picture if I'm alone, so I was wondering if I could officially declare that I'm drinking with you.
Fiction or non?
Fiction.
Yeah, you can sit down if you want, but you should have checked at the bar first. They don't have anything on tap here. Drink?
Please, thank you. I'm sorry to be intruding like this. It's just, you know, I'm a big fan. I've read everything you've ever written.
Evidently, egg or falling included. And now that you've read my work, you know I'm not a fag, so I don't want to fuck you, and you've probably heard that I'm an asshole, so I'm not going to read your passionate, semi-autobiographical first novel and pass it on to my agent.
I work at the juvenile hall where Leland's being detained.
How's he holding up?
He's fine. Well, you know, he's in special handling, so he's isolated now.
Can you get me in to see him?
Oh, I don't have that kind of juice. I'm just a teacher there. Visiting day's next Sunday if you want to.
You don't think I'm aware of that? Did he do it?
I'm not really allowed to talk about that outside of the facility.
Perhaps he told you something.
Yeah. Yeah, he says he did it. But I don't know why. I don't think he knows why either. You know your son, he's very detached. You know, most of the time he seems completely disinterested in his own fate.
Uninterested in his own fate. Look, if you think I'm going to be able to provide some insight into Leland, you're wrong. There are no private spaces in my son's heart reserved for me. There never have been.
You moved to Paris. America is too loud. That was what, 94, 95? So Leland was...
Chronologies have never been my strong suit.
Well, was he angry with you for leaving, for moving away?
I'm not really that adept at gauging people's emotional reactions to events.
I disagree. I've read your books.
So have I. They haven't helped.
Well, he still visits you out there, right? He said he gets out there a couple times a year, so... You know, what are your visits like?
Chapter 2, right?
I'm sorry?
Fiction. You're not here out of some selfless devotion to my son or your admiration for my work. You're here because you smell a good book, and I'm chapter 2.
I want to write about your son, but I don't want to exploit him.
There's no distinction. Good luck with your novel. Maybe I'll pick it up in the supermarket checkout line one of these days.
Well, the truth is, I haven't actually seen my dad since I was 6.
I don't understand. I thought you traveled with him.
Well, he sent me plane tickets, one in the spring and one in the winter every year since I was 12.
But you never went to Paris?
Well, I never really talked to my dad after he left. Sometimes he'd send me money for my birthday, junk like that. One year he just decided he wanted me to come visit him for Christmas. But I had to fly to New York first, then catch a plane to Paris. Once I got there, though, I just kind of decided to stay in New York. I told my dad about how there's this sort of electricity in the air there and how I wanted to stay. And he was okay with it. He even said something like I was a real neat kid for doing it. Well, once I got there, I couldn't find a hotel. No one would give me a room. They were all so worried to give a kid a room, but it didn't seem to bother them to send that same kid onto the street with no place to go. So I decided to hide out for a while, and I found this movie theater. And after the first movie, his family came and sat down next to me. And the dad, I guess he noticed the 2 big duffel bags that I had next to me. He made some corny joke about whether I was staying for a while. Told him how I came to be in New York, and that got the mom's attention. Her name's Angela, but I called her Mrs. Calder there. She was worried about me. She said I could come stay with them for the holidays if I wanted. I said it sounded pretty good. And you could tell their place cost a fortune. Well, their daughter, she was kind of snobby, but okay. She just kept trying to kiss me, and I wasn't into it then. They were all really nice to me, but particularly Mrs. Calder. I just loved looking into her eyes. It's like they reflected the electricity of the whole city. And I didn't feel lonely at all when I was around her.